huge demand for small laptops that were compact and cheap. Other manufacturers quickly saw the potential and soon produced a whole range of similar mini laptops we know today, of course, as netbooks. But the question is, are they a fantastically good value new breed of computer, or just a load of cheap rubbish? Well, I've been testing 3 of the latest models to find out. To test my nettops, I sought the help of financial guru Martin Lewis, whose money-saving expert website is used by 8 million people, and who's one of the most Googled people in Britain. I can see you're a netbook user. How have you got on with it?
This is my travel computer. Not impressed.
What's wrong?
This is a glorified word processor. I wouldn't use it for anything else. It does the job when I need to write articles on it, but frankly, for everything else, it's way too slow, far too frustrating, and makes me want to sort of gnash my teeth.
With such a strong aversion to netbooks, would there be any chance of impressing Martin with the nettops? Being small and cheap, nettops should be ideal as a second home PC, say for a kid's bedroom or for playing online media through your TV. I'd chosen 3 top-of-the-range models, all with 1.6 GHz Atom processors and 160 GB hard drives to try and impress tough critic Martin. First up was the Asus Eee Box. It has a gigabyte of RAM, 4 USB sockets and runs Windows XP.
So in tech spec terms, what's the difference between this and a netbook? Is it just the same thing plugged into a monitor?
Well, it's a bit more powerful because it's got a separate graphics chip, which most netbooks don't have. So it should be a bit quicker in general, providing your software supports it.
So same processor, but extra grunt in the graphics?
Yes, yeah. Second out of its box was the CompuLab Fit PC2. It claims to be the world's smallest, greenest computer, using under 9 watts of power. That's 90% less than most desktops.
You see, when I walked in the room, I thought that was a wireless router. There's something quite cool about being able to toss your computer in the air.
Finally, the Acer Revo. It's the cheapest of the 3, runs Windows Vista, and has 2 GB of RAM, double the memory of the other 2.
Aesthetically, this is the winner. Design sells to me that this is a modern, powerful, it's almost Apple-ish in its look, and it sort of feels like it should have some grunt behind it.
For our first test, we wanted to see how they handled basic computing tasks that Martin's netbook had struggled with, starting with the Eee Box.
What I'm going to do is I have downloaded my members graph. It's a 9 megabyte file, and it takes a bit of processing crunch just to work it. So let's see if we can open it up.
Oh, yes.
Ooh!
Martin's graph.
There you go. And netbook couldn't have coped with this. I am very impressed.
Martin then tried opening a large Word document at the same time.
It seems to be fine. I'm scrolling up and down on that. Ooh.
It's a bit slow, isn't it? It's not, I think it's reaching the limits of what you can do. Next, we did the same test with the Fit PC.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, it feels a bit slower, doesn't it? Finally, we tried the Revo. Oh, instant.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I like that. It's very speedy. Absolutely excellent. I mean, giving it the gold medal for this, no problem.
Good. Now, our second test for all 3 PCs is going to be a more ambitious multimedia multitasking test. We're going to see how long it takes to encode this video, which I shot in 1080p, into a format where you can play back on your mobile phone, whilst at the same time doing a tour in Google Earth and playing back a music track. And go, go, go! Martin's netbook wouldn't have coped with one of these programs, never mind all 3 at once. But all our nettops handled everything without a problem. So it came down to how quickly they managed to encode the video. The Revo and Fit PC both took exactly 4 minutes 39 seconds, with the Eee Box over 20% slower at 5:51. So, the Revo was still out in front as we came to our final test. All 3 claim to be able to play 1080p HD video.
HD.
So let's see how they get on, starting with the Eee Box.
Oh. Not the best.
No, it should be better than that.
The problem is, it's not a movie, it's a slideshow.
It is. Next, the Fit PC.
That's a good start. It's not bad.
It's moving, certainly.
Well, it's in a different league to the last one, but it's not perfect, isn't it?
So you get these sort of horizontal bars across it.
I mean, it's certainly watchable and you can see what's going on. The last one you would have stopped after 10 seconds.
And finally, the Revo's undoubtedly been the best so far. Can it crack 1080p?
Looks good. I just realised what you're getting me to do.
What's that?
You're getting me to compare the meerkat. I can't believe I felt it. Thank you very much for that. Wonderful. Picture's great. I would be happy to watch that at home, and I don't think I would see any discernible difference from what I would expect to see if I were playing high definition through the television.
So, after 3 exacting tests, did Martin feel the nettops were an improvement on his netbook?
I would be happy if my netbook was as good as the worst of these, but the Revo handled everything I would need it to do perfectly reasonably. I would have no problem having that in my house, absolutely, and using it as a home office. Now for G ratings, and it's just 2 Gs for the Eee Box. It was slowest at multitasking and really couldn't handle my 1080p movie. The Fit PC gets 3 Gs. It packed a lot of power for its size, but was the weakest at basic processing. And it's 4 Gs for the Revo. It triumphed in our tests, won Martin over, and it's the Gadget Show's favourite net top.